Halloween night can get awfully scary. How about cool down with something dairy? Here's your spooky spot on Wendy's The Return of the Frosty Frights. What you're currently looking at right now is 3 weeks of progress. It took me a little while, but I was able to collect the entire line of The Return of Frosty Frights courtesy of Wendy's. I realized also, too, you don't even have to get kids' meals at Wendy's either. If you get yourself an adult meal and you're going through the drive-in, you ask them what toys are available and you offer to buy a toy on the side, they say, well, we throw them in with the meals. So I got these free. Well, I didn't get them necessarily for free. I had to buy, obviously, meals, but I did get myself the entire set of 6. Well, unfortunately, though, the spooky soul-sucking candle is actually lactose intolerant. I am not. So I do enjoy from time to time a delicious Frosty. There's chocolate, there's vanilla. There's the right answer, though, that chocolate Frosties are the best. Sometimes from time to time, they also do, of course, throw out various flavored Frosties, but the chocolate one is the way to go. You don't have to necessarily fight me for that. Yes, the entire set of 6 have been acquired by the person behind the camera. There is also as well a possibility of getting Bright Frights variants as well. I currently have in my hands the Yummy of Frosty Frights, but there are certainly 6 to collect. The Return of the Frosty Fright figures feature collect all 6 items, or you can get these 6 Bright variants. Did I say Bright Frights. In neon colors. Those characters, by the way, in different colors are the Yummy, Ice Patch, Perafrost. I love the fact that that's actually a cat. Captain Cold Snap, Melton, and Gilly. Gilly. Warning now, we can all joke about all this, but warning, to avoid danger of suffocation, keep this plastic bag away from babies and children. Do not use this bag in cribs, obviously, beds, carriages, or playpens. Who, first of all, is dumping their garbage bags inside of a crib that currently has a child? Oh, please don't. Whatever you do, show a sign of hands. I don't want to know individuals that are doing that. But yes, keep this away from kids. Keep this away from animals. Keep this away from everybody. The only thing you shouldn't be keeping this away from is garbage cans. Because immediately when you're done with this wrap, throw it into the garbage can. Not only did, in fact, I get myself an entire set of 6, but realizing, though, because we don't know which ones are going to be the variants, I did actually get a couple more as well. So we're going to get through at least the lot that we have, and then I'm going to be pulling in the extra 4 or so that I picked up also throughout those weeks. Knowing already, though, which characters we're actually beginning, because, again, they're listed on the front. The only thing that could kind of be disappointing, though, is really kind of wanting to get the regular versions and not necessarily the variants off the bat. There is some risk, though, of potentially getting a variant in the regular 6, what I would be assuming to be the entire set of 6. Let's open up, though, the first bag. I don't even think do I need a knife for this? I don't think I do. There's a little, as you can see, a cut indentation into the top of the package to assist this guy opening it up. The first one that and sure enough, when you know that would happen. The first one, in fact, I did get is the Yummy, but it is the Bright Fright variant. In this case, I actually really would have liked the regular Yummy instead. Don't worry, I've got a few backups just in case. There's also, is there a piece of cardboard inside? Oh, we got some stickers. I'm not sure really what the stickers are supposed to do. I guess if you wanted to, you could decorate your Frosty. You could stick them all over the place. I mean, with the texturing, obviously the way that it's sculpted, you can see that there's bandages over top. I think the application of stickers could be a little bit more difficult. There's chalk and maybe a spoon. I don't know really what exactly is happening. It looks like there's also some Egyptian god maybe that they worship. Bandaged up mummy, slurping what there seems to be a straw there. And there is also an Egyptian. I guess we're following the theme that this is a mummy from, obviously, Egypt times. Is there posability? None. None whatsoever. I kind of hoped, if anything, that they'd have some posability. Nothing in the legs, nothing in the arms. I suppose there could be posability if you snapped it, but I'm not going to be doing that. Does the top open up? I'm asking questions maybe somebody may have answers for. Ow. Ooh, be careful there. I don't know if the lid actually is supposed to pop. If you know, though, let me know down below in the comment section. So the first one that we did get, little bit of a disappointment, although if you already have the Yummy, it won't be a disappointment at all. I got the Bright Fright version. I keep wanting to say light bright version of the Yummy. Put him right over here. Does he stand? He stands okay. There's also a read up here, rising from the tomb after a long dusty nap. He shuffles and mumbles and starts to unwrap Frosty Frights. The Yummy. Put that right over there. The next one, and the one that actually my daughter was the most interested, is Perafrost. Now, while I did actually get a couple of other variations, I grabbed an extra couple of bags. Some of these are only the onesies, so I'm hoping, though, that they're the originals. The next one that we're going to be pulling out is, again, a variant. Oh, no, it's not. I thought maybe Permafrost was purple. Permafrost, actually, according to the back of the packaging, is, in fact, black. Does, again, the top come off? It doesn't seem like it is. Again, they all seem to have their arms up. But what's cute, though, is that the Permafrost does have tiny little cat paws. Oh, I love squeezing little tiny kitten paws. It also has 13, lucky number 13 down below. They don't really do all that much. There's also a tail there on the back. This, I would imagine, much like Yummy, does also come included with a card. The card for Permafrost says, she's the luckiest kitty you could ever meet. She climbs, she leaps, and always lands on her feet. Oh, have you noticed already that they rhyme? Permafrost. Permafrost also, of course, comes included with a couple of stickers. Let's see what we got here. It looks like, again, there's a Frosty on the top corner. One's taking a picture with, which one was that one? That is Melton. Melton and Permafrost is taking a selfie together. And then there's also a jack-o'-lantern cat. Just recently, in fact, we actually saw, what's Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie? Not my pick. It was something my daughter wanted to see. But we saw that at the drive-in. I gotta say, though, even if you go to see a lousy movie, I'm sure she's not listening. Gabby's Dollhouse would certainly not have been my first pick. But seeing it, though, on the big screen, out in a field, and being able to then sit in the back of your car, makes, I think, any movie much better. We also saw Freakier Friday, and basically the same rule applies. Permafrost does not seem to stand all that well. Does she stand over here? Does she stand over here? She doesn't seem to be standing either way. We'll put her off to the side. The next one we're going to be opening up is Captain Cold Snap. Now, even though the lactose-intolerant soul-sucking candle, I shouldn't really be near dairy. Obviously, these are only just going to be made of plastic. So any little side effects he starts to develop is only really just in his head, which I guess his head would be up by the candle light. Anyways, Cold Snap. Opening up Cold Snap. If you have acquired any of these, let me know down below in the comment section. Captain Cold Snap, I again have the bright variant of him. Normally, he, though, would have been green, and he would have had a black jacket, a black pirate's hat. Arr! But my Captain Cold Snap is the bright Fright variant. This almost does look like I'd be able to take his jacket off. His arm placement is a little bit different, that he has his arm down. He's like a teapot, short and stout. Here's my handle over here. Here's my spout. I'm not going to sing the rest of the song. Not really necessarily I was singing. What's interesting, though, is Captain Cold Snap does actually have a peg leg. Arr! So he has a hard time crossing Captain's deck. Just if he gets into the Captain's mess, let him clean it up. It's his mess, after all. That really wasn't quite the same joke as the Looney Tunes. So it was the Captain's mess. Let him clean it up. That's what Bugs Bunny says. Captain Cold Snap does have a much brighter looking card, and on his back, again speaking it in rhyme, says, looking for treasure across the cold sea with a yo-ho and R and ahoy and matey. Frosty Frights, Captain Cold Snap. Captain Cold Snap also does come included with a couple of stickers. Did we look at the stickers for the other one? I think we did. Captain Cold Snap comes with a sword, which I don't know if is supposed to really go into his hand. I mean, if you were to peel these off, let's just say, and you stuck it in Captain Cold Snap's hand. Sure, he'd have the decorative details, but then that would get cat hair all over it. It would just get everything airborne, dust. People maybe throwing food particles if the guy happened to fall down on the couch. Oh, it would just get crumbed. How are you describing your house, by the way? Your house just seems like it's just, you live in squander and mess. No. I'm not the captain, and I still clean up my mess. Captain Cold Snap, I'm going to keep the sword into his hands. I guess really, too, Permafrost would have had something similar, right? Where's the sticker sheets that came with Permafrost? Permafrost would have had... I mean, I guess some of these, there is a little ball of yarn, so if we really wanted to, we could put the ball of yarn in Permafrost. I keep forgetting their names. Permafrost hands. Okay, what's left to go? We got 3 more bags. 3 more bags. The bags, by the way, we've got Melting. We've also got Ice Patch. And finally, Chili Gilly. I'm going to keep Chili Gilly for last. Melting here. Now, this is the return. I guess this is the second wave of Frosty Frights. Last year, I didn't get a chance to get any of them. I'm just totally lucked out. My Wendy's, I don't even think stocked them. But yet, this year, they did a little bit better. Well, doing also a little bit better, too. I got the exact same color of Melting. All done here in Melting Purple. Oh, man. Part of me just wants to put my tongue in. Realizing I know that would only just be plastic. Still, do the lids supposed to come off? I don't think they do. I think it's just all one piece. Again, no posability, nothing, 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 no, no, no. And then there's Wendy's on the back. For the stickers that, though, come included with melting, actually, we'll first read the card. It drips and it dribbles all over the rug, but all it wants is a big melty hug. Oh, melting. Come here for a second. Come here. It's okay. No, shh. It's okay. It's okay. No, mama. No, it's okay. What does Melty come include with? Melty comes with a jack-o'-lantern pail. It looks like we've got it looks like everything that was covered in slime, which I guess would be the one problem if your body is always just dripping. Every time it drips all over the things that people are handing to you, which I think after a while people just kind of stop handing things to Melty because they're just like, well, I could give him the book to read, but he's only just going to glob all over it, and then my book is only going to be ruined, especially if I had to take that out from the library. I ain't paying the price to repair a book because Melty is just all over the pages. Melton, put that to the side. Let's leave again Chili Gilly for the last. We've got Ice Patch, which was one actually I was really looking to get because that was kind of like a jack-o'-lantern look, and that's what Ice Patch looks like normally on the back. I'm hoping that the colors are going to stay the same. And they do. Hurrah. So we've got, there we go. He looks kind of cool. Ice Patch. His arms are down to the sides. Got a little leaf there on the top. I would think, though, he'd probably be a pumpkin spice flavor. I know some people just detest the taste of pumpkin spice. Do you like pumpkin spice? Or is that one thing you just loathe about the fall? Every restaurant, every fast food place, everybody just stocks pumpkin spice. And just after a while, you're just like, I'm so done with pumpkin spice. Put it down here for a second. For the card that comes included with Ice Patch, it says, the King of Pumpkins puts on a show. He laughs and he sings with a grinning glow. With a big grinning glow. Oh, with a big grinning glow. Ice Patch. And for these stickers for Ice Patch, just kind of not the most interesting. There's a lollipop, something similar to Sam. Various different jack-o'-lanterns, different shapes, different faces. And then we've got ourselves a candle, which I guess the candle could go maybe in his hand. Or if you wanted to, you could put the candle right in the middle. Now, if you're going to be doing something like that, I'm sure he would start to look a lot like this one after a while. But I guess it's fun, though, that you can decorate them with various stickers. Let's get them all, lined up right now. Permafrost, I think, would be the one. Why is Permafrost? Maybe it's just the feet. Maybe the feet is the causing problem. Yeah, I can't get Permafrost to stand right now. The last one that we're going to be looking at before we kind of get some doubles going on here, we've got Chili Gilly. Chili Gilly the penguin. No, that's Chili Willy the penguin. And for Chili Gilly, we in fact did get the right color, which now I didn't realize this when I was looking at the bag, that Chili Gilly, and it makes some sense calling it Gilly and all, it's an underwater Frosty. I don't know too much about science, but I can tell you if you put ice cream underwater, that ice cream would just vanish. Do you guys ever see the clip where the raccoon is playing with cotton candy and he goes to rinse the cotton candy underwater and then the cotton candy vanishes and then the raccoon starts looking around. Where's his friend? Where's his friend? What happened to his friend, the cotton candy? It just vanished. The raccoon learned, actually, in fact, 2 lessons that day. First, that you don't put cotton candy in water. And second, you don't trust the human trainers that gave you the cotton candy and said, oh, no, put it in the water, put it in the water. The trust for the humans dropped off that day. If you were to kind of take yourself a line graph, trust for humans, trust, and then it just drops. And the raccoons know better next time. Chili Gill is pretty cool, though. Some additional sculpting there on the face. You got the gills down below here. Oh, man. That is a cool-looking Frosty. Pun intended. Again, nothing can go on with the lid. Can we just leave the lid alone? You just keep going back to the lid like the lid's going to be doing something. For the card, we've got Chili Gilly. Deep in the water, so dark and dim, this creature loves to splash and to swim. Chili Gilly. And then for the stickers that come included with Chili Gilly, looks like a nugget. Something else, again, I wouldn't really put underwater. A pumpkin, I'm sure you could put that underwater. A snail that lives underwater. And some other various sea life, which for obvious reasons, all basically things from this part down can easily exist and live underwater. Maybe they're even friends with one another. So those are at least the entire set. And again, if I look at the back of the bag, where's one of the bags? From at least what I can match up here. Yeah. So, okay, so where is he over here? The Yummy was a bright variant, and so was Captain Cold Snap. If I'm looking at this correctly, all the other Frosty Frights were all the original colors. So that's not bad. So really, if I happen to luck out by getting then regular versions of these two, then I'll have the entire set of the regular editions. As I say that, though, just reach off to the side here. I got another 4 bags. Another 4 bags. Now, my goal really by that point wasn't necessarily to get the entire set. I knew there was variance. So, like, for example, I've got a couple of the Yummies. And I'm hoping, though, with the Yummies, I might have the regular version. I have another Captain Cold Snap. What would be the luck? What would be the chances? And then I've got a Chili Gilly. Well, I guess we'll start things first with Chili Gilly. We'll kind of leave the other 2 behind first. And let's check, though, inside. Is it the same? It is the same. That's okay. So maybe the guy behind the camera is going to keep one for himself. The guy behind the camera is going to give the other one to my daughter. So we got 2 Chili Gillies. I'm not going to spend the time to go through the cards and the stickers. I know we've kind of already covered off all that already. Let's check one of the Yummies. We'll do a sandwich. We'll do Yummy, then we'll do Cold Snap, and then we'll do another Yummy. And what do we have inside? We do have the correct one. All right. I guess really, while we're also looking at the original one, the original stickers would be, I guess, the same. Where's the original Yummy? Where did I put the stickers? Bear with me. Are these stickers right here? No? Oh, should have had this all prepared. I thought to myself, I really should have all these on the ready. Is this one of them? I don't know. Anyways, the stickers were the same, essentially, except for the colors were a little bit different. Then we've got the Yummy. So we've got a regular Yummy, which, does it stand? I guess it stands. And let's see the difference between the regular one. I know some would say like the Bright Fright looks a lot cooler. The blue looks pretty neat, but if I wanted to get the traditional Mummy, I'm glad at least I got the regular version. Which then leaves Captain Cold Snap. Oh boy. So let's see if we got ourselves the regular version of Captain Cold Snap. And then we can say, no pressure, that we have the entire regular set. And what do we have? We have Captain Cold Snap in the green color and the black jacket. Very drastically changed from the Bright Fright feature, or the Bright Fright variant. Instead of the pink, now he's got the green. He's got a green mustachio. And the patch. They're looking, other than that, exactly the same. The peg leg is also a little bit different of a color. The peg leg seems almost like it's the same color. No, it's not. It's a little bit different. So I've got now, ladies and gentlemen, Ghouls and Ghosts. We've got the entire set of regular versions. Now, I don't think there's any other variants of the Yummy other than, again, like there's the Phantom. Where's the colors? The neon colors, Bright Frights. What do I call it? The Frosty Frights? The Bright Frights. Let's see if, in fact, there is a variant of that. I don't think that there is. And no, there's not. Okay, so it's just the blue, it's just the pink, it's just the exact same one we got before. But I did get myself the entire set of regulars, and by actually then picking up a few extra on the side, because of that, I got the regulars, and I also got myself some of the Bright Frights, being more specifically, the Yummy and Captain Cold Snap. Let me know down below in the comment section, as I've been waving frantically my hand in front of the camera, which one would you say is your top 3 favorites? Seeing as I did throw that out myself, I would probably say... I don't know. I would probably say Melty is certainly one of my favorites. I would probably also go with the Pumpkin, Ice Patch. And I would certainly also go with, as well, what was the name of I'm drawing a blank here. I would also go with, Chili Gilly, who I left for last. These would be my top 3 favorite. What would be your top favorite? Let me know down below in the comment section. If you have collected at all the Frosty Frights from Wendy's, let me know down below in the comment section which ones you currently have in your collection, and if you also collected the ones from last year as well. If you guys also did enjoy this spooktacular review, you can do us all and throw it a like. You guys want to stick around for more? So, woo! I hope so. There's certainly going to be more spooky spots coming your way for the rest of Spottober. So thanks for watching. See you guys next time.